welcome back to my channel. Different setting, different location with this one for a change. This is a really, not exciting, but it's kind of an exciting
kind of a personal one as well.
Yeah, it's a very personal video, quite exciting because we're actually here to talk about this. This is a book that myself and Soph wrote. I wrote the majority and then Soph came along and wrote like a sort of additional few chapters. But yeah, so basically we are authors. This is called, pardon me, I had a drink just before this, I apologise. This is called Grief is Love from the Daughters of an Angel, Things No One Tells You About Loss. It kind of does what it says on the tin, really. This came about through a personal loss of ours. You, if you've watching this and you've been on my channel and you know our story, this came about after we lost our dad last year. And this front cover, I've just said this on Soph's channel, this front cover I had, and the idea to write a book, I had it in my head since we lost him, basically. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy, like how can you think about writing a book like you've just lost this big thing, but I don't know, it was just something in me that just went, you need to write a book about this. And at the time I couldn't quite bring myself to do it because it was such a big loss and there was so much to process and so much to work through, and I didn't have that time to process stuff, and I found the whole thing very, very, very difficult, which is in the book. So I didn't start writing it till about 3 months down the line, but had the idea and the graphic already from months previous. So that's how this book came about. It was through that loss. And it's a very personal, very real and raw book. It sort of goes through everything to do with grief and loss. What to do, where to turn to, the process, everything. I have never dealt until this loss with anything like this before. So when it came to, like, for example, planning the funeral, making arrangements like that, the chapel arrest, all that sort of stuff, I had never had to deal with. And so I didn't know what to do, who to call, where to turn to. Everything that I have learnt, everything that I went through is in this book. And I found in my grief journey that there was nothing relatable out there that I could look up, buy, turn to, and it sort of told me how it was going to be, or gave me some answers to questions that I had, or gave me comfort, or told me what it was going to be like, or anything like that. So I wanted to be that person that could, like, sort of wrap you up in a hug and give you what you needed. Here's your comfort, here's everything you need, here's a guide, here's everything where you'll need to go, who to turn to, what to do, what to expect. It's all in this book, and this is what I wish I had right at the very, very start. And so I wanted this book to be that for everybody else that sort of buys it and reads it. I'm super, super proud of this book. From how I've written it, to Soph coming along and writing her take on it, which I really appreciated, because when I asked her to do it, I asked her to do a paragraph to a page, and it was fine if she couldn't do it, and it was fine if I didn't use it all. Like, I'd just use what I could, and it would have been what it would have been, because she is younger, and also she struggles with her emotions, and she's very highly sensitive, and you know, and all that sort of stuff.
Massively.
And so I know I didn't want the going through it again to upset you and hurt you more. So that's why I was a bit hesitant to actually ask Soph to come on board. But when she did, if you've bought the book and read it, you'll know she's written quite a lot in here. Yeah, there's quite a lot in here. I think about 6 chapters maybe that are yours.
think
something like that. I think there's about 6 chapters.
It was supposed to be a couple of pages because I knew she needed to make a couple of pages up to make the mark so this book could even hit the market in the first place. And so I was kind of like, you know what, I want this book to be released because I feel like people need to have this book. I wish I'd have had something like this at the very height of losing a parent.
Absolutely.
Like I said on my channel, any loss is horrible, obviously, and I'm not trying to downgrade anyone's loss at all. But when you lose a parent, half of your identity, half of the reason you're even living and breathing on this planet, it's like difficult. A 10 ton of bricks has fallen on you. It's like the rug's been pulled from underneath your feet, and you don't really know which way is up. You don't know what day it is. You don't really know even who you are anymore because half of your identity has ceased to exist. That they're gone, and that's such a catastrophic loss that no one really talks about. Like, and it's been nice as well to put this out there because no one talks about grief. You have all the people drop you all the messages when you lose someone and oh, we'll be there for you, just give us a call, we're here, whatever you need, blah blah blah. And that's all well and good, and thank you, we do appreciate that. People that have gone through loss appreciate that. And you see the funeral and all that, but it's the days after that, it's the days in between that, it's the days leading up to all of that that you don't see. And they're the days when people like us need you more. We don't necessarily know what we need, granted, which is why this is perfect, because it kind of tells you, without telling you what we need, that we didn't know we needed at the time. Does that make any political sense?
I agree.
But yeah, I was really determined to help her get it across the line at least. But when I started, because I did it on my phone, I typed it literally on my phone, and it was like therapy, which is... It's really comforting in a sense, and equally it's really nice that my point of view was actually asked for as well. It's nice to get that across because not everyone gives you the opportunity to talk. I think people think you're going to get really upset if they ask you about the person you lost, and yes, we'll get upset, but I want to talk about my dad. I want people to hear his name. I want people to hear his story because he existed and he was a wonderful human being. And I know everyone says, oh, I had the best dad ever, or I had the best mum, or whatever loss you've gone through. And I'm not saying that you don't, but I really did generally have the best dad ever, like the best dad. So yeah, I'm thrilled that I was kind of, I'm trying so hard not to cry. But yeah, I'm really thrilled I was asked to jump on board and be part of it. It's really nice to see his surname as well on the book as well, so that's really nice to keep that name going. And yeah.
And it made you an author as well. It's put your name out there as an author as well. And this isn't my first book that I've released, but it's the one that I think it's the one that means more to me, and I think I'm more proud of. I don't know if I've already said on this video or if it was only on Soph's video, but I've learned so much from writing this one, from when I wrote this to like now, and like probably even in a year's time or just past the year mark and through the next year, that I feel like maybe there may be a volume 2 potentially, but that depends on like my work schedule and what I write and how much and what the volume is and what the content of it is like and the quality of it. Because for me as an author and also as a content creator, I will not put out anything that I do not feel that I'm not happy with, that I don't like, or that I have not put my heart and soul into. So, you know, a lot of the content on my channel, if you see it, has been highly scrutinised and has been edited to how I like it, not just how Soph likes it. This book was written, rewritten, edited whilst I was writing, shared to a couple of people who read it along the way. They didn't read the full manuscript because I didn't send them the full thing. They read bits and pieces, and they were like, oh my god, like this is real, this is raw, this is sad, this is, you know, everything.
All the reactions I think you'd hope it would get. Yeah. And more.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I just hope that this does for you guys what it's done for me and for Soph.
Yeah.
And obviously this book is obviously dedicated to our angel, but also all the lost souls.
Angels.
So it's everyone that's lost somebody is dedicated to all those lost souls, which I personally think is lovely. Also, just to say, I know I just said about it being real and raw and stuff, and that was what one of my friends said. There's actually a 5-star review on Amazon for it from him. I'm so sorry, I've got a dry throat, from him. But also, Stephen Mulhern has a copy of this, and that's in no
Not to brag.
way a brag or anything like that. It's just fact. He read it, he gave it a 5-star, and he said it was phenomenal. If you know his story, you'll know why this means a lot to him as it does us. And because that's his story and it's personal to him, I'm not saying any more. But if you do know, you know. I hope you've enjoyed this waffly story of this story.
Of our story.
This is available on Amazon, and I think
Waterstones.
Waterstones website also. We'll pop the links below. And if you don't have a copy and would like a copy,
Please grab a copy.
please do grab a copy. I'm not saying that to make you go buy it and say you should go buy it. I'm just saying, if you know someone who's going through loss, or if you're going through loss yourself, please think about getting this, or getting this for your friend who needs it, or your family member, whoever it is. This will give them all the comfort and everything that they need, and something to relate to. Grief is Love by Jenny Marie and Sophie Beckles, available on Amazon and Waterstones. We hope you've enjoyed the video. Goodbye.
Bye.